Stop scrolling, because this is not a coincidence. You didn't just stumble upon this message. Archangel Michael guided you here, right now at this very moment, for a divine reason. Take a deep breath, because what you are about to hear will shift something powerful inside your life. You have been praying, you have been waiting, you have been hoping that something, finally, would change. And now, heaven is responding. Archangel Michael says, your miracle has already been released in the spiritual realm, but darkness has been trying to delay it, to distract you, to weaken your faith, and to make you feel like giving up. That's why you felt tired. That's why you felt tired. That's why you have been emotional lately. That's why your heart has been heavy, even when you don't show it to anyone. Because spiritually, you have been in a battle you didn't even understand. But listen carefully, the enemy's final attack always comes right before the blessing arrives. And Archangel Michael wants you to know. That attack is proof, your breakthrough is closer than you think. You are not here by accident. God guided you to this exact moment because tonight, a shift is happening in your destiny. You may not see it yet. You may not understand what's happening, but your soul already knows. Something big is coming. You have cried prayers that no one heard but God. You have fought battles in silence. You have survived things that were meant to destroy you. Archangel Michael says, you didn't survive by chance. You survived because you are chosen. Chosen for divine favor. Chosen for protection. Chosen for a life that will shock the people who doubted you. Right now the spiritual realm is moving. Angels are fighting on your behalf. And doors that were locked tight are beginning to unlock. But listen, the darkness knows what is coming too. It has tried to break your spirit. It has tried to isolate you. It has tried to replace your faith with fear. Every delay, every disappointment, every moment you felt alone, was not a sign that God was ignoring you. It was a sign that the enemy was terrified of the blessing attached to your future. Archangel Michael is stepping forward now. Michael is stepping forward now. His sword of light, his wings are wrapped around you. And he is declaring, no more delays. No more fear. No more attacks in your mind. The blessing you prayed for is here. Not next week. Not someday. Now. Before tonight ends. But, Archangel Michael says, there is one thing you must do. You must not disconnect from this message, because if you do, the spiritual interference that has been holding you back may tighten its grip again. God needs your attention right now. He wants you awake. He wants you aware. He wants you prepared to receive. Your breakthrough is fragile in this moment. Like a seed breaking through the soil. This is a critical hour, and the fact that you are here means you are ready. Archangel Michael wants you to repeat this in your heart. I am not alone. I am protected. And my miracle is already here. Say it with faith. Say it with faith. Say it like you believe what your spirit already knows. Because heaven is fighting for you. And listen. You have been feeling a shift, haven't you? That strange sense of anticipation, as if something life-changing is getting closer. You've noticed the number 11. You've had sudden intuitive thoughts, you've dreamed of angels, you've felt like someone is watching over you, protecting you. All of these are signs that Archangel Michael has been near you, guiding you quietly, preparing your path. Your life is about to change in a way that makes sense of every struggle you've ever faced. But he warns, the enemy will try one last time to distract you from this divine moment. Do not let anything pull you away, not a notification, not a call, not a thought saying a scroll away. Oh, that's the enemy speaking, trying to stop you from hearing what heaven is releasing to you right now. Stay with me. Stay with the angelic message God is delivering through this video, because the next part of this message will unlock what has been blocked and reveal the truth about your destiny. Remember your destiny. Before we continue, Archangel Michael is asking you to pause for 1 second and hit subscribe so you don't miss the divine guidance that God is sending directly to you through him. He doesn't want you left behind. He wants you walking in God's protection every single day. So subscribe now, and let heaven continue guiding your steps. Now take a deep breath again, because the next part of this message is where everything becomes clear. Archangel Michael wants to tell you exactly why tonight is the night your miracle arrives, and what forces have tried to stop it. Archangel Michael has been standing beside you through every silent battle you never talked about. He knows how heavy your mind has felt, how exhausted your soul has been, how many times you wanted to give up, but you didn't. You kept moving. You kept believing, even when everything around you looked hopeless. Heaven noticed that, and now your breakthrough is responding to that faith. Listen closely. You were never under attack because you were weak. You were under attack because you are chosen for something powerful. The enemy only fights those who are a threat. Your calling is a threat. Your purpose is a threat. Your future is a threat. That's why darkness tried so hard to break you. But it failed. Right now the spiritual atmosphere around you is shifting. The doors that refused to open are unlocking. The blessings that were delayed are accelerating. The peace that seemed gone is returning. Archangel Michael says your miracle has already begun. Not tomorrow. Not someday. Now. But there is something the enemy is still trying to do. Confuse your heart. Distract your mind. Weaken your faith. Because if you stay aligned with this message, your breakthrough becomes unstoppable. Heaven is not asking you to fight anymore. Heaven is fighting for you. The angels are clearing obstacles from your path. The chains that held you stuck are breaking. The spiritual attacks are losing power. You are stepping into a moment where everything starts making sense. Every delay protected you. Every loss prepared you. Every pain shaped you. Nothing you went through was wasted. Your story is entering a divine turning point. This is why God guided you here at this exact time. This is why you couldn't scroll away. This is why your spirit feels something happening right now. But Archangel Michael also wants you to understand something deeply. There is a battle happening around your destiny right now. A silent war between divine protection and negative forces that don't want you to receive what God is releasing. You may have noticed strange delays, plans falling apart at the last moment, people turning against you for no reason. That's not coincidence. That is spiritual interference, because the blessing coming your way is too powerful for the enemy to ignore. Archangel Michael says, your breakthrough is not on the way anymore. It is already here. But darkness is trying to distract you, pull you away from the exact message that leads you to victory. That's why your heart feels different today. Why your spirit refuses to give up. Your spirit refuses to give up, even when you feel tired, even when life pushes you to your limit. Your soul knows something massive is coming. This is the moment you've been praying for. And Archangel Michael is clearing your path, so nothing can block what is rightfully yours. Archangel Michael is revealing something urgent right now. You are closer to your breakthrough than you have ever been in your entire life. This is the final stretch, the moment just before everything changes, for you. And whenever God is about to elevate someone, the enemy tries to attack them the hardest. That's why lately, your life hasn't been making sense. That's why blessings seem delayed. Why relationships shifted so suddenly. But listen very carefully. Those delays did not mean denial. They meant divine preparation. Your spirit has been tested. Your patience has been tested. Your heart has been tested. Yet here you are, still standing, still fighting, still holding on to faith. Do you know what that means? It means you already defeated what was supposed to destroy you. You have no idea how proud heaven is of you right now. Because every time you wanted to quit, you chose to believe in God instead. Every tear you cried was watering the seeds of miracles that are now ready to appear in your reality. Archangel Michael says, "Your name has been spoken in heaven. Your prayers have been approved. Your blessings have been released, and now, nothing can stop what is coming, not the enemy, not fear, not doubt, not delays. You are stepping into a divine timeline that will shock every person who ever underestimated you. But before these miracles arrive fully in the physical world, Archangel Michael needs you to stay spiritually alert. Because negativity always tries to return one last time before the breakthrough hits. He says there is someone watching you, who does not want you to succeed. Someone who smiles in front of you, but secretly prays for your downfall. That's why God started distancing you from certain people. He removed those who couldn't go where you're going next. Not everyone deserves a front row seat to your blessing. This shift wasn't a loss. It was protection. Archangel Michael also wants you to stop blaming yourself for caring about the wrong people, for loving deeply, for giving your heart too freely. Your empathy is not a weakness. It is the reason God trusts you with abundance. He saw your loyalty when no one was loyal to you. He saw your generosity when no one appreciated you. He saw your heart remain kind, even when life wasn't kind to you. Those qualities are what qualified you for this blessing. This breakthrough isn't random. It is your spiritual reward. Choose a reward. But Archangel Michael needs you to do one thing right now. Stay connected. Stay aligned with heaven. Do not allow any distraction, any fear, any person, to pull you away from this message, because this message is your spiritual confirmation. If your heart is resonating with these words, make sure you subscribe right now, so Archangel Michael can continue guiding you through the signs and messages coming your way in the next few days. Now breathe, because what comes next will feel like a miracle unfolding in real time. The money that seemed stuck will suddenly start flowing. The opportunity you needed will appear without warning. The love you prayed for will move toward you with certainty. Your healing is in motion. Your restoration is in progress. Your success has already been written. The chapter of lack, heartbreak, and loneliness is closing forever. You are entering a season of divine favor where every no turns into a powerful yes. Who is our Archangel Michael says, there is a blessing with your name on it, and heaven has already delivered it. The spiritual process is complete. The only thing left is for your physical world to catch up. Think about this. Why are you watching this exact message at this exact moment feeling like these words were meant only for you? Because they are. This is the sign you begged for. This is the confirmation you prayed for. This is the moment your spirit has been waiting to reach. The timing is not a coincidence. Your arrival here was divinely planned. Every obstacle you have faced in the past months was training your soul for this transformation. The challenges didn't happen to you, they happened for you. Every heartbreak taught you strength. Every loss taught you wisdom. Every delay taught you patience. You were being shaped into the person who can handle the abundance you are about to receive. Because God doesn't give blessings to the unprepared. He builds warriors. He builds leaders. He builds miracles through pain. And your pain has unlocked something unstoppable inside you. A new confidence, a new version of faith, a new level of power. And now the enemy is terrified. Because they expected you to stay broken, but instead, you are becoming unshakable. They expected you to quit, but instead, you are rising. They expected you to fall, but instead, you are being lifted by heaven itself. Archangel Michael says, you don't need to chase what's yours, you just need to be ready to receive it. What God has written for you cannot be stolen. Cannot be blocked, cannot be delayed any longer. Doors that were locked suddenly open. People who forgot you now need you. Opportunities you thought you lost return bigger and better. Divine justice is taking place. The tears you cried in private will become testimony you share in victory. The nights you spent overthinking are turning into mornings filled with peace. The weight you've been carrying is being lifted right now. God did not bring you here to fail. He brought you here to shine. And every angel in heaven is celebrating the new chapter you are stepping into, because you survived what was meant to break you. And survival always comes before success. Archangel Michael is clearing your path, aligning your finances, protecting your heart, restoring your energy, strengthening your faith, so when the blessing arrives, you can handle it with ease. This is not just a message, this is prophecy. Your life is about to be filled with more love than you ever imagined, more peace than you ever experienced, more abundance than you ever prayed for. And the best part? It starts now, not tomorrow, not next week, not someday, now, because your miracle has finally found you. Archangel Michael is still here with you. He says there's a reason you haven't given up yet. Because your story isn't finished. What God is preparing for you will make every moment of struggle worth it. You've been walking through a season of spiritual warfare. You felt energies pulling against you, trying to dim your light, trying to make you forget who you are, but Archangel Michael reminds you, you are chosen, you are protected, you are divinely guided. That anxiety you felt was not weakness. It was your spirit sensing a massive shift coming. That loneliness was not rejection, it was heaven isolating you. So your blessings are not contaminated by the wrong people. That restlessness inside you was your soul waking up to the destiny God has planted in you. The version of you that suffered is no longer the version that's walking forward. You are stepping into your power now. And listen carefully. There is a blessing coming that will erase every wound from your past. A blessing that will restore what was stolen. A blessing that will make you look at your old life and wonder why you ever worried. Archangel Michael says, the tears you cried watered the seeds of miracles that are now blooming. Everything is happening right on time. But he needs you to do something very important right now. Guard your heart. Guard your mind. Guard your peace. Not everyone should have access to your energy anymore. Some people only come close when they want your light, but never offer their own when you need it. Those people cannot follow you into this new level God is unlocking. It's time to set boundaries. It's time to choose yourself. It's time to rise higher without asking for permission. Because you are not who you used to be. You have outgrown your old identity. You have outgrown your old struggles. Your future requires a stronger version of you. And that version is already emerging. There is a fire inside you now, a holy fire that cannot be extinguished. The enemy tried to break you, but instead, you became unbreakable. And heaven has taken notice. If Archangel Michael's message is speaking directly to your heart, you can support this mission and show gratitude through Super Thanks. Your support helps keep these divine messages reaching the people who need spiritual protection, just like you. Thank you for standing with us. Sparkles, now, take a deep breath, because what you are about to experience next is something you will remember for the rest of your life. Financial blessings are positioning themselves around you. Opportunities that were blocked are being reopened by divine force. Love that aligns with your soul is making its way into your life with intention. You will soon realize the delays were divine editing. God was removing the counterfeit to make room for the authentic. You are being led into environments where you are appreciated, celebrated, and valued. Celebrated and valued. Your energy will attract miracles effortlessly. Your spirit will feel peace like never before. You will wake up with purpose, sleep without fear, and walk with confidence knowing that heaven backs every step you take. Archangel Michael wants you to repeat these words in your heart. I am ready. I am chosen. I am worthy. I am walking into my blessing. Because you are not waiting on the miracle anymore. The miracle is waiting on you to receive it. The battle you faced has already been won spiritually. Now the victory is coming into the physical world. And when it arrives, you will look back and say, "Was all worth it." Archangel Michael is smiling upon you right now. He knows how far you've come. He knows what you survived. He knows the greatness inside you that the world will finally see. Your story is shifting from pain to purpose, from tears to triumph, from fear to unstoppable faith. This is only the beginning of the most beautiful transformation of your life. Heaven is not done blessing you yet. Archangel Michael says there is something you still need to understand. Your life has not been ordinary. You were never meant to blend in. Even when you tried to be like everyone else, your soul refused to shrink. Because you were born with spiritual authority, and that authority scares darkness. That is why some people turned against you without any reason. That is why you lost friendships you thought would last forever. That is why you struggled in silence while others received help easily. It was not rejection. It was protection. It was protection. God removed what wasn't aligned so your destiny could not be contaminated. Every delay was a divine intervention. Every closed door was a redirection. Every heartbreak was a spiritual upgrade. You weren't losing. You were being positioned. Your pain was a signal that your purpose was too powerful to be ignored. Archangel Michael says, the enemy attacked you hardest because heaven chose you first. You carry a light within you that darkness could not understand. But it feared deeply. People tried to label you, misjudge you, crush your spirit, but none of it worked. You're still standing. You're still fighting. You're still rising. That alone is proof that God's hand is on your life. You will never be defeated by what you have already overcome. Listen closely. Your soul has been in a battlefield for far too long. And heaven is giving you permission to put your sword down now. You're entering a season where rest will replace struggle, joy will replace grief, and clarity will replace confusion. Your spirit will finally breathe again, because blessed moments are already on their way. There are unseen miracles moving toward you right now. Miracles with your name on them. Doors that were sealed shut will swing wide open. Resources you thought you'd never have will suddenly appear. People who can elevate you will be drawn to you without effort. God is orchestrating connections that will feel like destiny. The right people, the right opportunities, the right timing. Everything will align with perfect precision. Archangel Michael says, you are stepping into a timeline where blessings will not stop. Every attack you survived is now turning into a reward. Every struggle will be compensated with supernatural abundance. Every tear you cried collected by heaven will return as overflowing joy. You think you've experienced miracles before? The biggest one hasn't even happened yet. And when it does, you will look up and say, God, I see what you were doing all along. You'll realize the wait wasn't punishment, it was preparation. You're not late. You're not behind. You're right on time for everything God promised. The breakthrough you've prayed for is already in motion. There is a shift in the atmosphere around you, a powerful divine change that is breaking chains you can't even see. You're being lifted into a new realm of blessing. Archangel Michael wants you to notice something. Your intuition has become louder. Your heart feels different. Your energy is rising. That's not random. Your spiritual gifts are activating stronger than ever. You are gaining wisdom that goes beyond human understanding. You are becoming more sensitive to signs, synchronicities, and guidance. Because the old version of you cannot survive in your new destiny. Your faith is evolving. Your purpose is expanding. Your anointing is increasing. You are stepping into your divine identity without fear. And suddenly, everything will make sense. You'll realize why God said no to things you desperately wanted. You'll realize why you had to walk away from people you loved. You'll realize why life pulled you in a direction you didn't understand. The past was training. This moment is awakening. The future is your victory. Heaven has written a chapter for you that will shock everyone who underestimated. And when your miracle shows up, every person who doubted you will witness your transformation. Every person who hurt you will see you rise. Every person who left you will crave your energy again. But they will not have access. Because this time, you choose who enters your life. This time, you protect your peace fiercely. This time, you walk with purpose. Not everyone deserves to follow you where you are going. Your blessings are too sacred to be shared with unworthy hands. You are being crowned with spiritual authority. You are being elevated with divine protection. And Archangel Michael is standing guard over your destiny. The enemy will try, but it will fail. Because what God has ordained cannot be blocked, cancelled, or destroyed. Your light is rising. Your spirit is awakening. Your breakthrough is here. This is the turning point of your life. And nothing will ever be the same again. Archangel Michael says this message reached you at the exact divine second you needed it. Not earlier, not later, right now, because something is shifting in the unseen world of your destiny. There are things happening behind the curtain of your reality. Moves God is making in silence. Breakthroughs forming in shadow. Miracles rearranging themselves for the perfect arrival moment. And that moment is incredibly close. Your soul has been sensing it. That strange spiritual pressure. That feeling like you're standing on the edge of a major change, even though life around you looks the same. That's because before God reveals a blessing, He tests your faith. Before He brings the miracle, He strengthens the warrior inside you. Every tear, every disappointment, every night you couldn't sleep because your mind was heavy, was preparing you for this exact spiritual chapter. Archangel Michael says, "You have survived everything that tried to destroy you. Now you will rise into what you were created for." Hunan didn't protect you this far just to watch you fail now. If the enemy could have destroyed you, you wouldn't be here listening to this message today. You're here because you are chosen. You're here because your purpose is divine. You're here because there is something only you can bring into this world. And now that purpose is activating. The enemy saw your potential long before you did. That's why the attacks came early. That's why they came from people you trusted. That's why pain came when you least expected it. But still, you kept going. You didn't quit. You didn't break. You didn't give up on hope. And heaven took notice. Right now, angels are standing guard around your home, around your future, around your heart. Because the blessing God is sending is too precious to be touched by darkness. Archangel Michael has his sword drawn. He is cutting away every spirit of delay, every block, every curse, every force that tried to suffocate your progress. You are entering a season where everything lost will return multiplied. Where betrayal leads to transformation. Where tears lead to triumph. Where rejection becomes redirection toward what is truly yours. You will look back and say, "That pain made me powerful." You will look back and say, "The storm didn't destroy me. It trained me." You will look back and say, "God was always with me, even when I couldn't see Him." Right now, heaven is reviewing your story, not your mistakes, but your endurance, not your failures, but your faith, not your weakness, but your willingness to keep trying. The spiritual warfare around you wasn't because you were weak, it was because you carry a calling the enemy fears. There are people who will be healed by your existence, inspired by your strength, guided by your testimony. Your life is not an accident. Your survival is not random. Your presence here is not coincidence. Every breath you take is a threat to darkness. You are being positioned for a sudden shift. Doors you couldn't open for years will swing open effortlessly. People who ignored you will want your presence. Opportunities you prayed for will chase you. The money you lost will return in abundance. Not through struggle, but through alignment. Through struggle, but through alignment. God is bringing things together for you in a way that defies all logic. Divine connections, divine timing, divine elevation. Everything is entering alignment like stars forming a constellation in your favor. And listen carefully. Your name is being spoken in rooms you haven't entered yet. In rooms you haven't entered yet. Your blessings are packing their bags, getting ready to move into your life. Angels are preparing the path ahead of you, removing every stone that could make you fall. Your story is about to flip so dramatically that people will say, "How did this happen so fast?" And you will simply smile, because you will know. It wasn't luck, it was God. Archangel Michael says, you are stepping into a timeline where the impossible becomes normal. Your health will improve. Your mind will calm. Your finances will grow. Your relationships will align. Your soul will finally feel peace, not temporary peace, not conditional peace, but the peace that comes when heaven declares, the battle is over. Every silent prayer you buried in your pillow, Every moment you cried without a sound? Every time you begged God for a sign? This is the response. This message is not a coincidence. It is a confirmation. You are not at the end. You are at the beginning of the best part of your destiny. Archangel Michael wants you to look around your life for a moment. Think of the breakthroughs you once believed were impossible. Think of the prayers that seemed unanswered. Think of the dreams you buried because reality convinced you they were too big. Now, feel how those same dreams are slowly waking up again. Not because circumstances became easier, but because your faith refused to die. That quiet fire inside you, the one that kept burning even when your world was falling apart, that fire is holy. It is proof that heaven has always been working behind the scenes. You might not have seen results yet, but the spiritual shift has already started. There are miracles unfolding in the background faster than your human eyes can detect. You are being guided into a timeline where blessings you forgot about come rushing back like waves, where sudden opportunities appear from directions you never imagined, where what was delayed finally arrives, perfectly timed. Archangel Michael says, the transformation is invisible until the moment it becomes undeniable. One day, everything will look the same, then overnight, nothing will be the same again. Your story will flip so dramatically that you will struggle to believe it's real. But it will be real. Because God has already signed it. Angels have already delivered it. Your soul has already accepted it. All that's left is for your physical world to catch up. You have been walking through a season where God was building you in silence. You weren't being punished. You were being prepared. Your heart had to toughen. Your vision had to sharpen. Your spirit had to learn how to rise even when no one believed in you. Now, your elevation is unavoidable. When God decides a now, no force on earth or in hell can say a not yet. That is where you are standing today, the edge of supernatural acceleration. People who once doubted you will be unable to ignore what God is doing in your life. Enemies who tried to block you will become witnesses to your victory. The same voices that called you crazy for believing will be the ones asking how you did it. You will not seek validation. Your results will speak for you. Archangel Michael says, your name is becoming a key that unlocks doors of abundance. Every skill inside you is being awakened. Every hidden gift is activating. Every lost piece of you is returning. Your timeline is shifting from survival to overflow, from tears to triumph, from fear to unstoppable courage, because you finally understand that God did not create you to live small. You carry divine purpose, divine favor, divine destiny, and when heaven chooses a warrior, there is nothing the world can do to stop them. Soon there will be days you wake up and thank God the old plans failed. Because what's coming is better than what you asked for. Your table is being set in the presence of every enemy who mocked you. Your blessings are lining up like dominoes ready to fall into place. End. Pulvatrice. Your life will become a testimony for generations after you. This is not motivation. This is prophecy. The shift is here. The change is happening. The moment is now, and you are ready. You are rising. Listen carefully. Before you leave this message, Archangel Michael wants your heart to hear this final truth. You were guided here for a reason. You are not listening by accident. This was written for your soul. Your breakthrough, your healing. Your blessing is inches away from your reality, but your faith must stay active. If this message spoke to your spirit, if you felt even a small shift inside you, then do not disconnect from the protection that heaven has placed over you right now. Because the moment you step away from divine guidance, the enemy tries to sneak back in. So listen, hit subscribe right now, stay connected to Archangel Michael's messages every single day, not later, not someday, right now, someday, right now, subscribe, so that the angels can continue guiding your next steps. And if you feel called to support this channel, you can tap the Super Thanks button. When you support a message like this, you are helping spread God's words to millions of souls who desperately need hope. Your support becomes a seed of blessing, a spiritual action that heaven never ignores. And also, write just Amen in the comments if you receive this prophecy. Because when you declare a blessing with your own words, you activate it faster in the physical world. Type Amen as a stamp of agreement that you accept the protection, the miracle, the destiny God is revealing to you. Before we end, Archangel Michael wants you to place your hand on your heart and quietly declare, I am guided, I am protected, I am chosen, and my blessing is already on its way. Now breathe, let your soul feel that truth. Your miracle is moving toward you faster than ever. Stay connected, stay faithful, stay under the shield of heaven. Your life is about to change, and when it does, you will remember that this message was the moment God whispered, get ready, it's finally your time.